Ladies and gentlemen, oh my god, it's Sunday. Welcome back to another whip. My name's Zach and this is my amazing co-host, partner, legendary teammate.
Like a podcast partner.
Podcast partner, relax. Elliot himself.
Hungover. Let's get this over with.
So thanks for tuning back in. If it's your first time here, we're a podcast on the Northern Beaches, which will be the biggest podcast in the whole of Sydney.
Yeah, we are officially the Sydney's #1 podcast.
Creatures of Manly followed us yesterday.
Creatures of Manly have now sponsored the show. LME Electrical have now sponsored the show as well.
Going to have merch collaborations with every single one of the brands.
Sparky equipment soon.
But make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. Follow the Instagram.
Follow the
podcast.
Follow the Twitter.
Follow the Twitter.
The podcast, The Whip.
Podcast, The Whip.
The other way around. We actually got shared on Twitter the other day.
Did we actually?
Yeah.
What did we do?
Shout out to, his name was Tyler. Don't know the last name. 1 second. Shout out to Tyler Hales.
Oh, I saw that actually.
Love seeing young guns from the area take a chance and do something awesome. Great podcast, guys. Hard to believe it's your first episode. Now, clearly Tyler has not watched anyone since because he would know we have 2 more. But that's okay.
He followed me on TikTok actually.
Did he follow? You better follow our fucking podcast on TikTok, Tyler. Or you'll be getting a stern message from me.
Well, thanks so much.
Thanks very much, though, bud.
Yeah, that's some great feedback.
Just make sure you keep sharing. Nothing's gone right for us really.
We've had so many fuck ups in the past 2 weeks.
We started off well, and now these 2 weeks have honestly made me really think about what we're doing and whether it's worth it.
We literally thought it'd be so much easier, but
hey, you live and you let alone.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Of course, though, big shout out to Elijah, who's been killing the edits for us. Jordan, who's back on cameras today.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
After a leave of absence, where we were thinking about taking him out the back and shooting him through the head. He's back and he's been fed.
Yeah, he's been fed.
He's back and he's been fed.
Still can't pay the man, so if anyone wants to sponsor us so we can put food on Jordan's plate.
Yeah, I reckon we started OnlyFans, but just like for us podcast.
A GoFundMe for the podcast.
I'm actually thinking about that. What are we talking about today? Oh, we're doing my episode.
Yeah, we're going to be talking a bit about Elliot, but before that, just to give a little background, we were going to have some guests on. Like we said, everything's not been going well. We had a guest, shout out to Oscar. Last week, the mics didn't work, and then we had another amazing guest on. We were about to go after this, Josh Bruz Tracks. Go give him a follow.
Yeah, follow Bruz Tracks.
Unfortunately, our software stopped working, so we had to revert back to the OG shit.
Everything is fucked at the moment.
And then the third problem we have is last night we were meant to just have a chill barbecue, ended up getting absolutely fired up, ended up in Manly,
and we're both really hungover.
And we had made a pact previously that we'll never film podcasts on a Sunday, but fucking here we are.
And here we are.
Scat as fuck.
But we do anything for the loyal fans.
We had to go out to the stain though. Elliot was on the fucking podcast grind yesterday. It was insane.
So many people followed the page.
Every man, dog, woman, bartender, I would just watch Elliot from afar and he'd go up to someone and be like, yo, do you have Instagram? Obviously, motherfuckers have Instagram, so they're like, yeah, he goes follow the podcast.
Yeah, and then put in the phone.
And that wasn't the only thing. He would then push it another leg further. And bearing in mind, we are raring and tearing, so
I'm pretty pissed at this point.
Everyone just thinks we're degenerates.
Yeah.
So he's asked for the Instagram, obviously they have it, and then he goes, do you have a YouTube account?
Yeah, I saw some guy's search history on YouTube, and it was how to make hair tie around your testicles.
Did you click on the video?
I did click on the video.
Did you confront him about it?
Yeah, I did confront him about it. Like, the fuck's this, mate? And he goes, ooh. And I was like, hey, bro, each to your own.
Yeah, but so we had that was big problems. We ended up getting fucked up and we're really tired. But it was worth it because we got a massive shout out from Creatures of Manly.
Yeah, sponsored the podcast.
They said they're going to come on the podcast as well.
We fucking got in the air, have to wear balaclavas, but whatever.
Yeah, they don't want their identities disclosed. But
did I already say the story about Tom Trbojevic?
No, this is a good one.
So, I was in Manly the other week. I sure haven't said this.
No, you've only said it to me on Messenger.
And Tom Trbojevic walks in.
Manly
Seagulls, Manly Seagulls fame.
Tommy Turbo
comes in, goes to him. Oh my god, it's Tommy Turbo. Not as big in person.
Not as big. You thought he'd be taller.
I thought he'd be taller. That's maybe, but if he comes on the podcast, I'll say he's tall. Comes up and I go, hey mate, do you want to come on the podcast? Sure, mate. And I went to ask another question, not even about the podcast, and he fucking turns his back as if he's talking to someone else. I look around him. And the cunt's not even talking to anyone. He's just turned his back on me. I was like, fuck me. So, yeah.
I love that.
Is that the biggest rejection of all time?
I don't know, hopefully.
That's the biggest rejection.
We're going to clip that. That's pretty funny.
I reckon that's the biggest fucking rejection.
Shout out to Tommy Turbo. Come on the podcast.
Yeah, come on the podcast,
Even
mate.
after disrespecting Elliot like that, we still want you on. We respect you. We love you. Go Manly.
Have a bit of charity.
Have a bit of charity. But a lot of the feedback we've been getting too from people is they really want. They've said we love the first few episodes we've been putting out, but they said we want to actually learn a bit more about you guys.
Which is a bit weird because I wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm like we're literally like two of the most boring people.
Boring cunts ever.
We literally provide expert opinions.
Never. Good times.
Forever.
That's it.
That's our little slogan.
But happy to talk myself up when given the chance.
Yeah, so that actually made me start thinking too, like, the first time I ever met Elliot, we were at a prees for a listen out. And then every other time I've only ever actually, like, we hadn't really hung out too much before we started the podcast. Like, the most times we would, like, actually see each other would be...
when we're fucked up.
For house parties. You know how you got those mates that you, like... You don't
go
see
out
them.
with.
Yeah, you go out with them. You don't see them during the week. And
I don't really see anyone during the week.
Yeah,
So I just don't like it. Yeah, I don't like anyone. All gimps.
All gimps. But it actually made me think is I actually have no idea much about you as well.
The backstory.
Yeah,
well,
the backstory.
I'm a ghost out there. I'm a shadowed man. I don't reveal a lot about my identity.
Yeah, so
some would say I work in the shadows, as it would. But yeah, no, happy to delve into my past.
Yeah, give me from the beginning.
From the beginning, so born and raised on the northern beaches, lived in Freshwater, born in Mona Vale Hospital.
Oh, good hospital.
It's a great hospital.
I went there for my COVID test the other day. Excellent service.
Oh yeah, you had COVID.
I thought I had COVID. I literally had all the symptoms. RAT test was negative, and then PCR test like 2 days later was negative, but I was like bedridden as fuck. Like I was not doing anything. I had to use a sick day actually as sick. It was fucked.
Yeah, not just being hungover.
Yeah. Not that I've ever done that, but...
So yeah, and then went to good old Harbour Public School.
Really?
Shout out to Harbour Public School, yeah.
How's that? Do you have aircon in the classrooms?
Yeah.
People say they see aircon in classrooms and they're like, what the fuck?
Where did you go to primary school?
Covenant Christian School. I was at the same school from kindergarten to year 12.
That's fucked. And then, so I went to Harbour Public School, played a bit of footy in my youth, was a bit of a gun in the forward in the front row, and I was a bit of a chubby kid. Then everyone else started growing taller, and I did not. So I stopped playing footy, started playing soccer. Played a bit of soccer, and then high school and puberty approaches, and I take my slightly hairy body to Bally Boys, BP.
Were you a Bally?
Yeah, I was a Bally boy. And then went there for a bit, did a bit of ripping and tearing. What's it called? But Bally was so much fun. I fucking loved high school. I miss high school.
I loved high school.
I loved high school.
I thought you were at St. Paul's.
Nah, come on, mate.
Really? Were you at Bally the whole time?
Yeah, I was at Bally the whole time.
Fuck, see, it shows how much we really know about each other.
But to be fair, like, most of my mates are from St. Paul's.
Yeah, that's why I honestly thought you were at St. Paul's.
I really hope that mic didn't go fucked as I moved that. But yeah, most of so yeah, I was at Bally for a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously now.
Did my HSC there, obviously. But fuck up, our muck-up day, Egg and McKellar was one of the highlights of my life. Except I fucking jumped the fence, running back through, teachers everywhere, water bombs everywhere, get back over the fence, run down a side street, check my pocket. Holy shit, where's my phone?
No. Did you lose it in McKellar?
In the school.
Which is the girls' school. McKellar's the neighbouring one, right?
McKellar's like our
sister
school, yeah.
Valley Boys.
Went down there, principal's there. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm so done. Like, I'm so fucked here. I'm getting into so much trouble. I was shitting myself. Borderline tears.
Year 12 then, yeah.
Yeah, borderline tears. I'm like, I'm so fucked. Sits down in our office with our vice captain. Or school captain, actually. And then she's saying all this shit to me. I'm like, okay, can I have my phone? She's like, oh, I don't have it. It's at the police station. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I came in here. So I just got to the police station. I was 17, whatever.
Yeah, what happened? Were they like fucking...
No, like, just fuck off, go home.
Use your phone.
Anyway, go back to our school and the deputy principal's there. Like, with everyone gets the school captain, because I had to go in and explain like why I had to go back.
Yeah, totally.
Deputy principal gets our vice captain, and school captain, brings him in with me, because I was obviously already talking to them. And he goes, I won't say his name, but such and such, were you at the school? And he goes, no, sir, no, definitely not. I was, he was there. No, definitely not. I was studying. We've got HSC in a few weeks. That would be dumb of me. Principal looks at him, goes, clicks on the next image, and it's the guy throwing an egg.
Just full, absolutely down.
Well, the first image was him running, and then he goes,
No, I wasn't there.
Okay, so I was there, but I didn't throw anything. The second image was him with an egg. It was
You could
fun.
tell them. Was it the deputy you said that was showing the images?
Yeah.
They would have just been inside, just fucking loving it. Just as soon
Yeah,
as he's
they-
like,
no, they-
oh, you weren't there, eh?
They pinned him so hard. That was fucking hilarious. I'll never forget that as long as I live.
Dude, high school memories just hit different. I had so much fun.
I loved high school. Anyway, after that, went to uni, Macquarie University.
What HR did you get? Was it higher than mine?
I wouldn't go into the actual number, but yeah, I'm pretty confident it was higher than yours.
Yeah.
Mid-90s.
Oh, I got higher.
Bullshit.
The other way around.
Yeah.
The good old mystery mark, whoops.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get free drinks at the time, man?
No, I didn't even drink back then.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I did actually. I just didn't go to the pub. But yeah, 30 or less. I was like, oh, I actually got it. That's hectic.
That's fucking retarded. And then, yeah, went to Macquarie, did a bit of a degree, and now realise I'm having a midlife crisis and decided to start a podcast.
Love that.
That was it. But yeah, I reckon the best time of my life has been now, but I love this age.
Yeah, it's
21 to 25.
Yeah, it's
Like,
fun.
high school was fun, like, towards the end, but those early years when you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Like year 7 and year 8 where you're still
Yeah.
like trying to fit in and shit. Yeah, they're not really that good.
Haven't been overseas a lot. Been to Japan, Bali, New Zealand.
Yeah, I'm similar. I've just been to Bali, Fiji. Oh, and India
India.
now.
Yeah.
Are you travelling anywhere soon? You're thinking about Europe next year, aren't you?
Maybe Europe next year. I've got to move it. We're going to have a new studio soon.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave this place. Oh, we got the hairdresser as well.
Yeah, shout out to Matt Mastriano.
Yeah, thank you.
He's letting us use his shop to film an episodes, so
Yeah.
it's going to be terrific.
He doesn't know how many we will be filming. We will be filming. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Europe next year. Or maybe just keep saving, go the year after. I don't know. I'm not really a traveller, to be fair. Like, I'm just not. Like,
You don't want to broaden your perspective of the world.
well, no, I get that. But I just feel like there's other responsibilities that, like, I'd want to have as my roommate walks in.
Shout out Reese.
What's going on?
Mate, living the dream. How are you?
Good, bro.
Yeah, what else do you want to know?
Bro, like, so what's the goals? What's Elliot in 5 years?
Well, hopefully this. But you're talking about if this doesn't do anything?
Yeah, give us the plan B.
The plan B. You never have plan Bs. No. I don't know. I wouldn't mind going back to uni in a bit and doing something completely different. Like,
Really?
yeah. But something like physio or something. Or like maybe teaching.
Really?
Yeah, well I used to work in childcare. That was one of my jobs. Looking after all the kids. I fucking loved that job, so.
Did you ever do like Maccas and stuff?
That was my first job was Brookvale Maccas.
Really?
Yeah.
We were there today.
Well, when was the old one?
Yeah,
So
right.
without all the modern stuff. So it was when the full playground, like
Yeah,
the
totally.
really old playground. Caught people having sex in there once. It was one of my first shifts when I was like 15.
Were you out the front or out the back?
I did out the front mainly, but I did learn out the back towards the end. But then, so I was at Macca's, and then it was coming into summer, and I was like, I'm gonna work near the beach. So I moved to the fish and chip shop in DY.
Oh,
That was
nice.
the worst job I've ever had.
That would have been rough on summer because that DY
It's
was strange.
so hot.
And there's no aircon either.
No.
That's fine.
That was the worst job I've ever had. Like, I fucking hated that place. Left there, and then moved to Crust Pizza. Shout out to Crust Pizza.
Mate, you've been doing all the fast food tours, eh?
Yeah, well, I wasn't getting hired anywhere else.
Fair.
So I did Crust Pizza at night, and then I did a cafe in the mornings. Felt bad for those cafe owners, because I'd always work Thursdays after a bit of a worldie.
Oh, good
After
old
a bit of
well bar,
after a bit
mate.
of a world bar rear and tear, so I was always hungover. And, like, a few shifts, I just said I had to leave early, because I was, like, feeling sick.
Yeah.
I was just really scared.
How old were you then? Like 18, 19?
18. I used to like, some nights would drive my car. Like I'd just come home, sleep for a bit, drive my car there, and extra early, sleep in my car for half an hour before the shift, and then wake up and go into the shift.
Yeah, there's
And
something,
like,
those World Bar shifts, like the shifts after World Bars were always
bruh,
fun.
it was that, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. So left there, went and worked at a childcare centre for like 4 or 5 years, which I fucking loved.
Yeah, for sure.
And then now I'm what I'm doing now, but we're not going to say where I'm at.
Yeah.
This podcast. Yeah, no, childcare was, so maybe I'd go back and do teaching.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing teaching. It'd be pretty fun. Like, it's hard, but
It's hard. It's so much work.
yeah, like you don't expect it. People are like, oh, so much holidays, and it's like, yeah, but you need it after looking after kids for 10 weeks.
Facts. I reckon teachers need to get paid more.
100%.
Definitely.
Teachers and nurses, because like people don't know, but like I guess the holidays are good, but like 6 weeks of Christmas, I've been having that every year.
That'd be mad.
Fucking hectic. It would be so good.
And they'd always whinge like, oh, no, we don't actually have 6 weeks. We come back a week earlier to
Yeah,
run
it's
all
like,
the
okay.
lessons. It's like, shut up.
Okay, sure, but you still get 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So, like, come on. Yeah, maybe that, but like no real other plans. Apart from that, to be fair, if this fucks up, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Nah, I reckon it's going
We'll
well.
take off. We'll take off.
We'll take off already doing shout outs on the Cruises Manly page.
Yeah.
Guys giving us a comment on Twitter. That's nice.
That was nice.
Shout out Tyler Hale's good.
What a lovely young man.
Yeah.
Raised well.
Facts.
Raised well. Just a love.
I wish I was raised well. Nah, I'm
Just
just
a
kidding.
love.
Shout out
We'll
Mum.
get into that next week.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's a little bit about Elliot. So,
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Bro, do you have any girlfriends?
Yeah. shout out to Ellen. We were just both up in North Queensland, just ripping and tearing.
That's right.
That was pretty fun. Should we what's it called? Oh, there was a freaking crocodile. At one of the beaches.
Oh, I remember seeing a photo on Jake Neal's story of Ellen when she stood into a fan.
Oh, bruh. Okay. I'll explain this.
This is. Oh, we'll get Elijah to put the photo up.
I'll check with her. But I don't think she can. So, we're in the room. Her fan in her ceiling. I shit you not. You'd be on the bed. It'd be about there.
And it wasn't like a plastic fan.
No,
too.
it's a
It was
metal
like
fan, which are
industrial
illegal.
metal
Which are
fan.
illegal. Illegal. We're going out for dinner at this really nice Korean place. Don't know if anyone's been to Early Beach, but it's a place on the water, the Korean place. Smallest portions ever, but great. But you need 2. You need an entree.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. Sidetrack. I'm leaving the room. As you sometimes do, you jump up out of bed. Like stand up when you're in a bit of a rush. Stands up, fan, industrial, large, small girl with not hard head. Bang! Hits her right above the
Eyebrow.
It was the right hand side, hits there, perfectly splits the eyebrow. She's gone down, hands in her head, and I'm sitting there going, holy fuck, she's dead. Opens up her hands, first thing I see is her eye, it's just black. And I was like in the eyeball, and I was like, holy fucking shit, she's blind. She moves her hands more, and then blood just spurts from her eyebrow down her face.
Oh.
Didn't cry, in credit to her. And then get to the hospital, get there, the nurse is like, what, or the doctor is like, what the fuck? Like, I've never seen that, a perfect split. We're in a country town, there's one doctor, he's got me in there on the light, trying to shine it so we can see. My girlfriend's in the fucking bed, like, complaining, being like, my fucking eye and stuff. I'm sitting there, I'm having a meltdown, it's fucking 33 degrees.
You're holding the light.
I'm holding the light, trying to get it into the thing while he's going, yeah.
I'm not qualified for this.
I wasn't, dude. It was fucked because it was like it was a Saturday, so he at night, so he was the only one there. This other chick comes in after. She's fractured her collarbone, just sitting there. And no one could do anything about it because there's one doctor. I was like, holy fucking shit. It was so fucked up. I was so overwhelmed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think overwhelmed is a good word.
Yeah. It was like the blood. I'll try and get it put up. She might say no, but.
If not, you will be able to just message us.
If not, I'll just. We should make that the thumbnail.
Oh, dude, it'll draw people's attention. That's for sure.
I might call her actually.
Yeah.
I'll ask her.
So I remember I saw it on our friend's Instagram story, and I'd never seen such a perfect split And I was like, oh my god, showing all my mates. Everyone's like, what the fuck? How is she not dead and stuff?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been.
We'll call it.
How's it now?
Hey, you're on the podcast.
Flex.
Yeah. Can I ask a question?
You have to say yes though.
You have to say yes. You know that photo that we have of your eyebrow split?
Yeah.
Can we include that in the podcast? We were just talking about it.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
That's AIDS.
Alright.
Thanks, Ellen.
Thanks.
Love you.
Oh, good. I'm gonna send you the better one.
Yeah, send me the edited better one.
It's not edited.
Or whatever.
What?
Just send me what you have.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Alright.
So we got thumbnail acquired.
See? She'll do anything for the corporate dollar. So yeah, so that was fucked, and I'm like, she didn't cry. She started crying when she was like, people are gonna think I'm ugly, and I was like, you're lucky to be alive. I was fucked.
And it's all fine now.
Yep, all good. Hair regrew over it. It's like completely like,
That's a relief.
okay, fuck me.
Sorry.
Yeah, completely grew back over. Completely
That
fine.
would have been a scary few days.
Bro, I was shitting. Yeah, well, that was when I was only up there for one night.
Yeah, I remember you were so excited to go up and then
But
whole
she's
trip
back,
railroaded.
she's back in 5 days, so
Oh, that's so good, man.
I know.
No more long distance. Elliot's been
No.
doing long distance for the past
6 months.
6 months.
Yeah, I'm a good boy.
Yeah.
I'm a good boy. But yeah, no. So I'd love to go to like England, but I think that would be my dream.
England.
Yeah.
Yeah, be a teacher in England.
No, I wouldn't want to live there. I'd just go on a trip there. I'd love to go see a soccer game.
Yeah, for sure.
Have like a rainy night. I love a rain bender. Like when it rains
A rain
constantly.
whip.
You know when you see like on a Sunday like today and you just a bit rain comes through. I fucking love that shit. It gets me going. It gets me up in the morning.
Facts.
Yeah. What, are we doing anything else?
Nah, but that's probably all we got time for today.
Yeah.
So
Is there anything I haven't answered?
no, I think that's pretty good for now. And then put some questions down the bottom if you want us to ask Elliot anything next
Yeah, we
episode.
can do it again. I wonder what the worst thing that's ever happened to me is. I nearly drowned at freshwater beach. I'll tell the story. So, I'm like 6, went swimming with my mate, who's not a good swimmer at the time. I'm out, rip, small, chubby Elliot child.
Prop forward.
Yeah, I was a hooker.
Oh, good.
Still am. Gets, what's it called, taken, rips. My mate, who's not a good swimmer, seeing that me being bigger in size is probably more buoyant than the average individual, jumps onto me. I'm getting dragged under. All of a sudden, I put my head up. My mum is in the water, grabbing me by the neck, pulling me out. I'm like, Mum, fuck off. I'd rather drown than get tapped out. Like, drag me by the neck. Onto the bed, I'm lying there on the ground, like, coughing, while all these people are around, because I've just been decapitated by my friend out the back. It was fucked.
Full just like Bondi rescue mode.
Yeah,
fresh
full.
water.
And I almost drowned at fucking... People won't believe it, I'm actually a really good swimmer. I was like regional in primary school.
Yeah, okay, mate.
But I almost drowned at the aquatic centre as well, because someone held me underwater. Held me underwater.
Why people would try to kill you, dude?
And then when he was walking out of the pool, he accidentally kicked me in the nose. And my nose started bleeding in the pool. I was already gasping for air. It was fucked. It scars me. Now whenever I get nightmares, it's the middle of the ocean. If anyone was wondering.
Well, on that note,
We'll finish it up.
we'll wrap it up. Please, if you're still watching, like, comment, subscribe.
Leave your speak pipes. That was fun.
Yeah, leave your speak pipes again. And we'll see you next
Yeah,
Sunday.
right back. Flex, check, flex, check, flex, check. Diamonds in my veins. Flex, check, flex, check, flex, check.